Hey guys, behind me here is a 600 square foot pool house that we've been designing and working on for the homeowner that lives right next door. If you're impressed with what Alex did at Flair's Cabin in just a day and a half, then you're really going to be impressed with what Alex has done here in 3 days. Alex, so we got a small house. Think we can build this one in a day too?
I'll try.
Okay, yeah. I know you can. You're the man. It'll be fun to see. You saw we have a situation where they put all that plumbing right in front. I didn't know. I don't think they knew. Yep. I just saw it when it came yesterday. So if we could, here's the world as we know it. I'm gonna talk to Al. I can either put that door in the bathroom or in the closet. The only problem, if I go in the closet, I'm gonna lose some door space. So when Al's over there cleaning the pool.
I told him, I mean, if we could change the storage back here and make this a closet.
I'm just worried about the door, because well, let's see what that'll. Oh, they were going to put a bed on this wall, and since then we're making this an office, so we can come. There's option 1, and then we go option 2. So, but if I do the door here, then I can still get the closet in. The closet really becomes more storage because they were going to use this as a bedroom, and then that changed. And then he wants to pull some of these columns apart, but we got that 26-foot beam. Max went to go get that. He should be here in the next 30-40 minutes.
Okay.
Let me ask Al and see if he wants to get these posts more like here. Let me. He's cleaning the pool over here. Let's go see. Maybe I'll take over cleaning the pool, and then he can do this. Al, Cabana boy.
Morning, Grant.
I want that job.
Get there, huh?
Yeah. Okay, relieve you of your pool duties. I want to show you a couple options for the door. So let's come up. I didn't know they were putting that pool equipment there, which is a good spot. But a plan B, I think it's going to work out for the best. So here we are as the world sets, right? All our pool equipment is sitting out here. Yep. It's all in the way, right? All that. So that door doesn't work.
Yep.
So we can do one of two ways. We can come in the pool bathroom and put the door. So this is kind of a utilitarian bathroom, your main bathroom, the nice one's here, so we can put it in this room. Or if we come in the closet and put it in here, the downside is we lose some hanging space or storage because the door will take that. So my first choice would be put it here.
I think.
Or do you have a?
It's a pretty big door here.
It's a 3.0 door.
Yeah.
Oh, you think it's going to hit the toilet?
Yeah, it's going to hit the toilet. It's going to end up being close.
All right, Alex. Yeah, I didn't bring my scale with me. Okay, so.
Well, he's not going to hit it, but it's going to be.
And with the outdoor storage on the big house.
Well, this is not only storage; it's for your heating utility. Your furnace has got to sit in here somewhere. Maybe make this a 2x6 wall.
Yes.
There we go. I think it should go in here, Al and Alex, because this bathroom is it's a seasonal thing, and then you now have this huge closet with no interruptions. I like Alex's 2x6 wall. I gotta forget that, and then do a pocket door. So now we're gonna walk over because we want this small house to look like this big house. Al and I are gonna go over and take a look at her front columns and find how far apart they are and try to duplicate that on the pool house.
When you put 2 columns that large, it almost seems to block a lot of that nice stone we put up and whatnot. And so I didn't know if a little, like this space here is real open and inviting, but that almost becomes a wall.
So what your plan looks like, those 2 columns right there are what we have on the ends?
Yep.
So if I took this column out, let's forget this one, and did this distance. Is that what you'd be happy with? Okay. So, well, the scale, this is a little over 6 foot. Since that house is smaller, it might be closer to 4 foot.
Absolutely.
And
then we've got some windows and doors to deal with.
Yeah. So then, Alex, we have the steel beam coming. We can still cantilever that over.
Yeah.
That'll work. Do you see any issues with us going with a 4 foot? Let's go lay it out. And
worst case, we can cut it off.
Cut the beam.
Yes.
Oh, you got a saw for that? You got a saw for that big saw you use? You should have seen the saw he bought to cut these 12-inch cedar beams. So we're going to mark out the first column on the corners. We got to have them on the corners.
Yes.
And now we're trying to figure out, spin this around, where these 2 columns are on the inside are the load-bearing columns. This outside one's decorative, so we're gonna move that in a little bit.
If we open that door up a little bit and lined up against this wall,
Yeah.
that really doesn't block any view.
So-
but I don't know if that works over here.
You can either walk around the columns to get in and leave them where they're at, or if we open these up like to a 4, I show that about 4 foot distance from that column to that column. So 4 foot, we're here. What's that, a 12-inch column?
Yes.
Your views are really out of here, and that's why we opened this up. I like the idea because I think this would be a shortcut for people going to the bathroom if we had a 4 foot opening.
Are we required to have 4 columns, or you said one is decorative?
Yeah, one's, well, they're a point load. See that little black dot?
Yep.
That's holding up the roof.
Yep.
And this, because it's a big span, that little black dot, all those are called point loads. Okay. So that's a point load, but it's being supported because it's so wide to hold the roof. We have to have a hunk of steel, which is on its way.
You know, I think your original design, I've learned to trust your design eye on the big house. People love to wake up in the big house in the downstairs guest room and have that beautiful view. And I guess, from this side, Brad,
Yes.
when people are pulling into the big house and whatnot, with the reference, does a window there feel right
No.
to you instead of being a
Yeah,
barren
it's one of these
side?
things when we draw them up, then you get out here in the field and realize we're looking at the side of your house.
Yep.
And it just depends on how we twisted this thing. If this was twisted more, then it would have made a lot more sense. We didn't have room with the lot to do
Okay.
much twisting, but that's okay. It's easy, one little window, and I think that's only probably a $300-400 window. Not too bad. You spend that on lunch.
I spent that on Gatorade this
Oh
month.
yeah, Gatorade, yeah, for keeping these guys working. A little hot July. So Alex had something for me. What was that, Alex?
No, I mean, the only question was those windows. But
Okay.
I'm
Well,
okay.
if you can just frame it in, that'd
Okay.
be easier. Then if we have to, we just put a stud in between there.
All right.
What's the temperature of the pool? Is it good to jump in there?
Bring your shorts next time.
Yeah, I don't need any. I don't like a hot pool. I want it nice and cool.
Well, I think you were the first one in the water out here. If I remember the story, when we were trying to figure out the dock, you stripped down to boxers and
Yeah.
went out and checked the depth.
Yeah, but we left out the part that it was like March and the water was like 42 degrees. Okay, so I'm heading back to the pool house to check up on it. This is the day 2. I was giving Alex a tough time. We're on about 24 hours so far, so let's go take a look. I'm gonna see how he's coming along and see what kind of questions they have and if the homeowner has any changes for me. Okay, these guys are making some good progress. Another hot day. Got the whole outside done, and what they did is they built the inside ceiling over the great room. It's a vaulted ceiling, and then they built this roof because we have what they call dormers. We have 2 on the front and 2 on the back, and earlier the homeowner was thinking, well, before we started this job, they wanted to save money. They took 2 of the 4 off, but now they're putting them all back on. So it's a smart move. It's gonna look great. If they want this house to look like the one next door, which is their main house, those dormers are what's gonna help set this off. So let's go around and see how things are coming along. Okay, so remember yesterday we were talking with Al, the homeowner. He was concerned about the columns being too close together. We want to spread them apart. Now you can see that big steel beam. That's a 26-foot beam that my son Max was able to go pick it up for us to keep this progress going. Otherwise it would have come next week. So I'll walk up here and show you those 2 beams on each corner and how that really opens up the middle. If we would have moved them farther apart, I think it would have blocked more views to the house. So let me walk up here and show you what we're talking about. Okay, so you can see this really is a true column that's supporting that steel beam. From here starts over to the next one, and then this one here is just decoration. Even though it's not all the way been built, it's gonna be a 12 inches here, 12 inches here, 12 inches there. So this will be one column, and then there'll be a space through. The space isn't really big enough to really walk through. It's really there for separation, decoration that matches the home next door. this really is doing a job. It is holding up that steel. So what's happening right here is being duplicated at that end. But as you stand back, you can really see how expansive this is. So that's really what we wanted. We got this huge wide open pool, and then we want this big wide open patio at the same time. Then we have these big vaulted ceilings. These ceilings will match what's in the main house as well. Just everything's scaled down. It's looking really nice. It's kind of funny, when we got here, we looked like thought that was a roof, but now, oh, look at watermelon.
Gotta take care of the boys.
Oh my gosh, yeah, on a hot summer day. Let's see. This one's got a bite taken out of it. Al is awesome about taking care of the subcontractors. This morning it was donuts and coffee.
Yep.
And then the afternoon, watermelon and fruit and water and Gatorade. That keeps these guys working. They greatly appreciate those kind of things.
You know, I grew up in the trades when I was young, going through school, and people who treated us with a little respect or a little dignity or a little compassion. Some of the little crooked, I might walk away from it, but if they're good people, I'd be like, no, let me redo that.
Yeah, let me fix that right. Yeah. You're right, Al. That's exactly right. Just a little extra things, show a little appreciation, goes a long way. And these guys are such hard workers, and it's hard to find. Anybody else bring you watermelon when you were Freeland? No. Yeah. Let me see how this is.
No,
That's good.
it's those black diamonds.
Oh, I've heard about those.
Yep.
Black diamond watermelon. So I don't know why my wife doesn't ever bring those home. So I'm gonna start hanging out over here, Al. You got beer, you got a Gatorade. What else you got? You got look at this refrigerator in your garage. That's not a normal refrigerator. This is probably one of the nice refrigerators. Oh, I don't need a black. You're not gonna give me. You keep your. Every time I make a suggestion, Al gives me. Last time I was here, I walked away with a leather coat.
That's true.
Didn't I? It gave me a leather coat.
Those are grown just on the farm.
Well, I feel terrible taking your watermelon.
You know how many friggin' watermelons I'm buying?
Are you behind? No, you buy 2, get 3?
I buy 2 or get 3, but when I went down to the farm just down the way, we like to support the local farmers.
Thanks, Al.
Yep.
This guy, see, I have the best customers. Okay, everything's looking good here. I'm come back tomorrow and give you guys a final update, and I'm gonna go home and cut on my black diamond watermelon and see what it tastes like on the far inside. So this is pretty good stuff. You should try it. Okay guys, this is officially day 3 for the swimming pool guest house. Things are going really well. Weather has held for us. So let's get out. I'll give you a tour, and I want to show you how we tried to copy a little bit of the main house to look like it complements the pool house. So let's go take a look. I think this guy out here is delivering rock for the pool guys. Let me go find out if he's got the right address before he dumps it right where we don't need it. You got stuff for the pool guys? What you got? Is that rock or something? Okay, I'll go find him. We're probably gonna want that thing right out front. Okay. I'll grab the guy Brad. You want this right here? Oh, right there. Okay. All right. I'll tell him. Good thing I asked, because I was gonna dump it right in the front yard, and that would have been a problem. Yeah, you got skid, but no sense of moving if you don't have to, right? Okay guys, as you can see, the only thing we're missing right now are the windows. We got the roof on. Those 2 dormers are also on the back of the house. Early on, the homeowner was trying to save some money, thought he could take those 2 dormers off, but it was looking really odd. So thank goodness we kept those on, and they are also on the back again. We have got the 2 big columns on the front, which are just a little bit smaller than the main house. And I'll take you around back and show you how we reduce the size of the columns on the back just to fit the scale, because this home is so much smaller than the main house. But let me take you over and show you the main house on what it is that we're going to be duplicating. Mostly those 2 dormers you can see up top. We pushed these 2 together, but the front door in this home and the pool house are going to be exactly the same color, everything. The house will be the same color as well, same black windows. So it will all start looking like it's part of these 2 belong together, but that won't happen until we get a little farther along and get the windows in. So that's probably a good, I'm hoping no more than 2 to 3 months. So the homeowner would like to have it done in a month, but it can't happen. Everything's slow right now. We're short on labor, we're waiting on windows. So let's go take a look and see how it came together on the back of the house. So as you guys can see, it's really starting to make sense now. with the 2 columns on either side. And original plan had those columns closer together, and we decided to push them out because of all the glass inside. Unobstructed views is what you're after, especially because everything's looking at the pool and the lake. So the pool guys are still finishing up. We've got the main part of the swimming pool, the supporting area, and then the decking will start to come in as well. So they started this way before I started that, and it made a lot of sense because there's a lot going on here in the backyard, not a lot of access. So the pool's done, but now we gotta get the landscaping in. Then those steps with the boulders, I thought they did a fantastic job on that. So let's walk up and I'll give you a sneak peek inside, see if I can make some sense out of all the 2x4s. And so up here, again, remember these columns were actually bigger on the plan. We scaled them back down to 12-inch. They were like 16 to 18. So there's no really any reason to walk through this, but just some separation makes it look nice. So what's going to be nice is we're going to have one step up. This takes us into the outdoor swimming pool bathroom. There's another one inside the house for the guests, but this serves a great purpose with wet feet and people got sand. They can come into this concrete floor. I'm not sure what the finishes will be, but you have a sink and a stool. Remember, early on, the pool equipment, they lined the entire side of the house. I was supposed to have a door there to get into the furnace room, so I put a window in instead. That was left over from the original house. We had an extra window, worked out perfect. This will be a pocket door that will slide in. And we build these out of 2x6 so the wall's sturdy. That will get you into the furnace room, and this will also double as a place to put pool equipment, cleaning stuff, maybe some water, pool toys, what have you. So this is an outdoor bathroom space. So as you come around to this big covered patio, you can see right now it's like 2 in the afternoon and we have all this beautiful shade. If you come around this way, the pool is still in the sun. That's what you want. You want to have sun on the pool, but find shade for your guests and family members. So this will be a huge 12-foot wide slider coming in, and we vaulted cathedral this ceiling is what we've done. And you may have seen early on when we framed the house, it looked like the roof was already on. Actually, that was just the ceiling. Then we put the roof over the top of it. So this will be a living room area. We're going to have they still have to build the fireplace. We decided to put that back in. That was another option to try to keep costs down. But the wife got a hold of the husband and said, I want the fireplace, and you know how that goes. The ladies always seem to win, and they always know better. Here is the front entry. We made a grand entry. It's those double doors, very exact same doors as what we have right next door. Same color, everything. So it's a mini version. As you come in, what we've done is around the corner, you have a bedroom suite with a sliding glass door. It also could double as an office for the owner if wintertime when guests aren't here. And then this is the main 3/4 bath. This is really quite a large bathroom with a oversized vanity and then a stool. And then we're going to put in a really high-end, nice tile shower to replicate the same feel and finishes that we have next door. And again, remember these 8-foot tall doors, how the suppliers talk behind my back that I'm ordering heavy solid core doors? Well, we're doing it again in all these houses, especially even our small guest pool house. So over here is just another walk-in closet that can double for when the guests come to put their suitcases, clothes. Because the idea might be is this could be a hide-a couch that folds into a bed. So really have 2 different bedrooms if need be. But this is really the wow factor that we're after. You're standing right here, all this glass, it looks all the way out to the pool, right into the lake. The homeowners eventually, they're going to move that boat dock over so that you'll just see right out into water. So I think that's a smart move on their end. This place is looking great. I'm so impressed with Alex's crew and what they can accomplish in less than 3 days. I feel like they're the best at what they do, and I'm lucky to have them on my team. And anytime I'm framing a house, Alex is my first go-to guy. So if you want to see more of this house as it progresses, hopefully we'll have this done in the next 2 to 3 months. Comment down below. I always love hearing from you and what your thoughts are. With that, I'm off to the next job site. Got a horn on that thing? There we go. All right.